Hello and welcome to Formula Offroad. We are here for round 3 in Egilsstadir. Going to cover the first 3 tracks of the race this time around. Bjartur Eliasson driving Olsen leads the championship with 10 points ahead of Finnur Aðalbjörnsson and Guðlaugur Helgason. Atli Jamil also close by. Let's take a quick look at the modified class. 3 cars racing there, and in 3rd place it was Sævar Páll driving Ironman. He failed to finish the time attack. Started off as a time attack here in Egilsstadir and only finished with 285 points from 6 tracks. In 2nd place it was Finnur Bárðarson driving The Rock. Also failed to finish the time attack and only got 400 points total. And the winner in Egilsstadir, Jónas Freyr driving Ruddin, 660 points. Took a 200-point lead after the first track, which was the time attack, and he was the only one to finish that track. Jónas racing his 2nd race of the career and his 2nd win of the modified class career. Now let's move over to the unlimited class. Egilsstadir, a bit of a cradle for Formula Offroad. Now here we have the first track. Touch the marker there. Ingvar gunning for it here in the time attack. Needs to reverse there. There's no penalty points for that in the time attack, just the lost time, so he does it quickly. Now gunning the latter part of the course. Climb here. Needs to go back down, just trying to find basically where he is there. It's easy to get lost when you're trying to do this in full throttle and all the speed. Back down and then all the way up, and Ingvar with the well, 2nd best time off the track, but the best result because he got the lowest number of penalty points. Andri Már Svinsson here got a great time, but 60 penalty points, which leaves him 2nd after the time attack. Doing the loop here. The cowboy to gun for the final gate. Getting 2nd place in the time attack. Now, most cars went through the time attack pretty solidly. However, Bjartur Eliasson, the man leading the championship on home turf, the Olsen and Olsen cars, both built and run out of Egilsstadir, with a horrible time here in the time attack, along with penalty points. Bjartur putting himself almost 150 points behind after track 1 in his home race. So slow here, just waiting. It's like he's, well, essentially lost. There's nothing else to it. And when every second counts, this becomes very costly for Bjartur. Now let's move over to track number 2. Here we have Gauti Möller, his 1st race in Shadow. A new car, Shadow, with the rear steering, like we've seen. Needs to go down here, make sure that he goes underneath the marker there, and then a big climb back up, a gate here in the middle that he needs to go for, but didn't want to go further there. Good day, 200 points for length, 40 penalty points, so 160. And there we saw the final gate. Now Bjarnþór Eliasson. Nicely here through the first bit. Needs to make up a lot of points. That's a marker, that's penalty points. Now in the latter part, will he go all the way here? Nope, just parks it. Not a great run for Bjarnþór, he's at least not catching up with that kind of a run. Now Daniel Ingemundarson driving the Green Thunder. Close to getting it stuck there on the first banking, but had the grip. He's running mismatching tires, front and back, but the same, just parks it there in the hill. Ingimar Björnsson now in the bomb. Gets a bit of a knock there and a lot of smoke afterwards, but it shouldn't have affected the car at all. Is he gonna park it at the same place? Nobody wants to go for that final climb yet. Is Gunnarsson gonna try it? This is too insane. Bit of misfires there. Just parks it. And a lot of tries here. Now we have Sigurður Bjarnason driving the Dream and the rear wheel steering there to get it turned around. The Dream with a bit of an update. 190 points for length, 80 penalty points. Not a lot of action here in the second course of the day. Sævar Bennisson driving Móri, gets it stuck on the first gate here. Móri on his belly. Great look. Now Andri Dagur Stefánsson. This is the cormorant and Andri in his first race. Parks it as well, but didn't go quite as far, so only 190 points there, but 100 hefty penalty points. Now Grímur Helgason driving Brjála second. Nicely done there. Gets a bit of penalty points though. The Nitrous getting ready for the big climb. He's gonna go for it, looks. Gets a marker there. Gets a big push there. Tries to go the furthest route he can. Full throttle. Oh, a big jump. Lands on his wheels and drives away like nothing happened. That ended up being the best in show for this race, and oh my god, if that had landed on the roll cage, that would have been a hefty hit. Next up, Guðmundur Eliasson driving Rodeo. Getting it turned here. You can see the advantage in these tight corners for the rear wheel steering cars. Is he gonna go for it? No, he's not. 210 for length, 40 penalty points, which seems to be close to what drivers are managing to do best. Now Þór Þormar had a horrible race at the Cup. The front wheel's not spinning there on the left. Seems to be a broken axle or something like that. Reverses here, is he gonna try again? Let's look at the front left, it's not spinning. It's not spinning and the car's not steering therefore, but somehow he goes through. Still the left front not doing anything. That's going to be tough here, trying to get the car turned around. Is he going to reverse or is he going to continue? Gets stuck there. Another very expensive start to the day for Þór Þormar. like we said, had a horrible weekend in the Cup last time around. Now, Andri Már Sveinsson in the Cowboy. Is he going to park it as well? Looks like he's going to go for it. No, he does not. So we're seeing a similar haul here from most of the leaders. Now, Guðlaugur Helgason, no penalty points so far. A very clean run up until this point, so just parking it through here would probably put him on top for this track. No penalty points. 210 points total. Now, Finnur Abjörnsson driving the Fox. Takes a very different line. He's going to go for it, but gets thrown out here. And, well, lands on the wheels though, so no harm, no foul. And a solid points haul. Next up, Aron Ingi Svansson. And we're seeing a similar thing to Thor Thormar, front wheels. This time both not spinning there. Next up, Ingvar Jónesson leads before track 2. If he goes all the way here, he could take a very good lead. He's gonna try and go for it, but ends up rolling there. So Ingvar Jónesson, but not losing a lot of points because he went through the gate. See from on board, this looks so different from this view. We can just see how steep it is. Now Jón Vilberg Gunnarsson driving Lightfoot, a recent addition. Gets it pretty wrong there, but manages to stay on the wheels. 210 for length, 100 penalty points. Now the taxi bitch. This is Alexander B. Davidsson and his first race. 190 for length, 60 penalty points, and the first roll in the back. Now Atli Emil Ásgeirsson. Thought about going for it, but gets 220 for length and 30 penalty points there. Some fixes here before Guðmundur Guðlaugsson is driving Brjála the second as well. This car already had a massive moment here. Is Guðmundur going to do something similar? Nope, he is not. Let's look at the standings here after track 2. Ingvar Jónesson leads with 15 points over Ingi Már Björnsson, who's 1 point ahead of Andri Már Sveinsson. And we have Finnur Abjörnsson, Guðmundur Elíasson and Guðlaugur Helgason. But let's notice that Bjarn Þór is nowhere to be seen, fighting for the championship lead. Now, track 3. Ingi Már Björnsson in the bomb here. Wondering if he should reverse there, take those penalty points or take the points for touching the marker, and I'm pretty sure touching the marker was the correct decision there. Getting it turned here. A lot of big rocks in this material that they're driving over here, which could prove difficult for them to navigate. Ingi Már trying to find some grip, but doesn't, and that's 190 points for length, but 80 penalty points, leaving him with 110. Now Gunnur Gunnlaugsson. 210 for length, 80 penalty points there. Decides not to fully go for it. This track's proving to be very difficult here at the beginning. Have yet to see anybody take 350 for length in a track, except just the time attack. The dream not going far. It was a short dream this time around. Now Mode manages to clear the first gate at least. 210 for length, 20 penalty points here. Now Andre Dagur in the cormorant. Almost rolls it there, but manages to hang on. But that was 2 wheels outside, so a hefty penalty point hold there. More penalty points here, and parks it. 210 for length, 200 penalty points. Now Grímur Helgason also takes 2 wheels completely outside the marker. So needs a long run here. This car does not lack power, that's for sure. And there he goes for it. Finds the route. Will he go up to the top? He loses the throttle there. And that leaves him back at the bottom. 244 length, but 160 penalty points. Now Guðmundur Eliasson slows it down in the run-up there. That's 80 points just getting there. 40 penalty points for reversing. Goes for it again. And doesn't go through. That's going to be 40 points total for Rodeo here in track 3. Now Þór Þormar had a horrible start to this season. Big jump. And that is Thor rolling down, and that has to be all hopes of a championship gone this year for Þór Þormar. Definitely not scoring big points here, nails that. And that is very disappointing run for the former champion. Next up, Andri Már Sveinsson in the Cowboy almost rolls it there. This first back getting really, really tough here. You can hear the turbos working there. The Cowboy's not going any further. 210 for length, 100 penalty points, so 110 points in total. Very low scoring start to the day here for most drivers. Now Guðlaugur Helgason. Solid here through the first bit. What does he do here for the final climb? He's gonna try to take this outside left route, see if he can find some grip there. But he doesn't, like all before. 210 for length, 100 penalty points. Now Finnur Abjörnsson in the Fox. Nicely done, that's no penalty points in the first gate. Gets it turned around. No penalty points yet. That's 40 penalty points there. He tries a completely different route. He's going for that final gate, almost up to the top. 250 for length, 40 penalty points, 210 total, and that is by far the best score in this track so far. Now Aron Ingi Svansson, this is insane. Nicely through the first gate. Could do something similar to Finnur here. Not sure if he got any penalty points there at the beginning. It's going to be a hefty penalty point and goes to the left. We've not seen anybody go far there. Wow, 210 for length, 140 penalty points. Must have collected some at the first gate. Now Ingvar Jóhannesson. Currently leading. And that's the end of this one or what? No, we'll try here. The Viking going for it, but doesn't go any further. 210 for length, 40 penalty points, which means that Ingvar stays on top. But Finnur is closing in. Now Alexander Davidsson. Big jump. Somehow that car lands on its wheels. Goes to the left. Only Finnur seems to want to go on the right side here, which looked from our cameras like it was very well, a lot closer to being doable. Let's see, Atli Amil goes for it there. Well, that's not a marker, even though it is a marker. Needs to get it turned around. He does. Back down Atli Amil. He's one of these drivers you just know that go for it. And that's what he tries, but without success. 210 for length, 60 penalty points. And then it's Guðmundur Guðlaugsson, the second driver on Brjála. Thought he missed the gate there, but it's deemed to be inbound. And now for the second gate here, second climb. And that is a 220 points for length run, but 280 penalty points. Now Guðmundur. Big jump there and a bad landing for Shadow. That is the end of the day. We can see the drive shaft's not even connected anymore, and it's all just facing in the wrong direction. It's one bent Formula Offroad car. First race for this car, not going well. Now Bjartur Eliasson, can he make up for lost points? Just barely touched the marker there. There was 20 penalty points. And now for the second part, is he gonna go for it? A run to the top here. Could see him go back into the lead fight. He's going to the right. That's what we want to see. He's gonna gun for it. Almost there. Or is he? No, he's not. Stuck there. But that's 240 for length and only the 20 penalty points for just touching the marker at the beginning. So a strong run that will see Bjartur move up. Now Daniel Ingemundsson, 80 for length here. We saw Guðmundur Eliasson do this earlier and he did not get up in the second run. And it's similar for the Green Thunder. 40 penalty points, 80 for length. Now Lightfoot. Oh, almost rolls it through there. Managed to stay on the wheels. Jónberg had to go behind in the starting order, which means that he's only going to get half points for length in this track. And a nice run though, but would have been 230 points, but only 115 due to the penalty. Now let's look at the standings. Ingvar leads with 15 points on Finnur Abjörnsson. Ingimar in third, Andri fourth, Atli fifth, and Bjartur now up to sixth and in the hunt. Next time around we'll do the latter three courses in Egilsstadir. Until then, thanks and goodbye.